a pretty standard ban. It provides a lot of heals, a lot of magic repel. It's very hard to play into unless you have some sort of silence or massive disables. So we first pick Pugna. He's very good against all kinds of casters. Not all I picked up first. Normally see him as either a support or a carry in an aggressive tri-lane trying to go for a push strat. So that could be what they're going for, a right out push strat. Playing their hand a bit early if they're going for that. Or it could just be a normal support, likes the hero, wants to make sure they have some control in team fights. Lycan, would be the carry of DotP's pretty much his best hero. That would be DotP Wazoo. And then Coddle to follow it up, which I really like that with Lycan actually, because you can call him back from around the map and still be able to fight. Provides some blindness, some heals, a bit of chasing power with mana leak, and a lot of vision if you get yourself a gem later on. Makes it fantastic for de-warding.
Yeah, Lycan into Pugna is a little weird, unless Lycan immediately picks up a BKB.
10 seconds remaining.
Lycan into Pugna. He picks up a fast BKB, normally that's small builds that does, I believe it's Midas into Vlad's into BKB. Possibly Necronomicon if he's planning to split push instead.
Wow. If these are their two supports, that's so greedy.
These are incredibly greedy supports, yeah. I wonder if DotP can punish it, or if they're gonna have to play it safe. Or if they could try to reward it with some of their own, like if they pick up an Enigma of some sort, would be incredible. Or they could pick a greedy one, like they could pick a roaming Earthshaker to punish it. Banning at the Timber Saw now, I can see that against someone like if they plan to ban someone with the counter, but I don't really like it when you already have a Pugna. It's normally, you don't normally see a BKB on a Timber Saw. And
yeah, usually just let Pugna.
I think Pugna counter pretty fairly out. Unless they have huge problems with the Timber Saw in general and locking him down, I would question that. Banning at Spectre, I really like. He's one of the few heroes who can actually out late game a Lycan. Goes for a rate. If he gets a fast radiance, he can be absolute hell and supports like Coddle, like the Lion, etc. So I'm guessing DotP doesn't want to go for like a farming, an out farm. I think they want to take the mid game, which is strange since the other team picked a Pugna.
Yeah, they're gonna have a lot if they get to high ground. If DotP's trying to break high ground, it's gonna be a real bitch.
It's gonna, yeah, it'll be really hard. But again, with the ward into there's good high ground defense, with also good high ground push. So that'll be probably a question of who's gonna outplay them at that point. Something we didn't mention was the boost of travel on Coddle for pushing out lanes along with the Lycan. Can keep along with the wave clear. Coddle makes Pugna's pushing almost redundant if he sets it up right. So we see the Slark ban. I do like the Slark ban out, especially against someone like a Coddle, because there's just no way to stop it. You can Dark Pact out of your blindness, out of your mana leak. He will eat you alive. He goes for Shadow Blade, so it makes the split push harder. I think it's a really good ban for what they have.
That's weird though. No, it's the enemy team banning that.
The enemy team banning that, yeah, it's... No, but even with what they have, it's... Slark eats Pugna alive, normally, because he can't life drain him. Sand King can get out of him, but maybe I think they're worried about sort of Slark snowballing potential. They really don't want to they seem to be banning a lot of snowball heroes in second phase. Timber Saw, if a good start, can be very deadly. The Slark, very deadly. And the Sword.
That's interesting.
I can see that, again, if they're going for the split push. Don't want to give them vision to Lycan. Lycan's a strength hero, not much armor in the first place until later. It's not a common ban right now unless Shrek is still in the pool, as is Gyrocopter. So I'm not really sure if either of the teams are aware of that, but it seems like a great time for Kakkerlak Ko to pick up a Leshrac here. There's just no way to answer for it if he gets a Yule Scepter.
Yeah. It's a lot of squish to nuke down as well for Sand King and Pugna.
Yeah.
They need someone to deal with the Lycan though.
We do need someone to deal with the Lycan here. Normally a through BKB stun Bane. If they're on the Pugna carry, a Bane here I think would be really strong. Because there's no way to disrupt it besides the Warlock stun at this point with his ultimate. Warlock I do actually like. There's a lot of heal now. With the Ag, keep it Lycan heal. There's a heal in the lane. I think you have a really strong tri-lane here if you're in the tri-lane.
Play your team pick.
The DK, you can see the draft sort of starting to take shape here, because DK is normally an early to mid-game pushing hero, and as is Pugna, and Sand King with a fast blink if he gets the stacks in the jungle can have a 6-7 minute blink and just create havoc across the map. And it seems like they're going for a really mid-game oriented lineup here, which DotP have a lot of wave clear honestly to counter it. It's going to come down to a lot of play style here.
They're both playing mid-game heroes and playstyles.
5 seconds remaining.
Your mic's really low, by the way.
Reserve time.
DotP's going to the reserve time here. I'm thinking I don't think they know what they want their mid to be yet, or their off lane to be, or if they're even running a dual lane. So, with the way that other teams draft, I would not go for a greedy dual lane with 2 carries, would be my say no to. I could really see a Centaur Warden or an Axe here being really deadly. And I could also see someone like a split pushing offlane or jungle Nature's Prophet being incredibly effective against an early pushing lineup, sorry. But I feel that would almost give them too much split push. So that's something to consider. The Timbersaw's banned out, which is actually really good versus the Jaggerknight, so I can see why they banned that now. The Spirit Breaker.
No Prophet.
I'm not sure if that's an offlane or a dual lane. Either way, it's still very good countering the push strat. Very strong early in the laning phase before they can group up as 5.
Yeah,
they get some good aggressive
gonna
wards
be a
up. I don't know if there's much they can do. Sorry, pardon?
DK stun for Spirit Breaker. That's a pretty solid
DK stun Spirit Breaker, yeah. It would only work on his Dragon farm, but...
Yeah, that's true.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
There is some stuff to deal with the Spirit Breaker here. If they're fast enough, Pugna can decrepify the Spirit Breaker. There's SK stun, DK in the ranged. Quap can get an Orchid and she can stop him mid in this charge. Speaking of the picks, we have the Queen of Pain, so...
You got 10 seconds.
It's on top of
very...
It's really greedy, and it's also very push oriented. It's
very, very early to mid game push oriented. Yeah, if they need to take an early, I don't agree with the Medusa ban here because you can see the early game taking shape here. But I suppose a full protect one could work if they're gonna run dual lanes.
It's way too greedy for even Medusa though. Like
it's an incredibly greedy one. Both supports are greedy. It's just
10 seconds remaining.
They weren't gonna safe in the Quap or DK.
5 seconds remaining.
Because you see Quap and DK actually mid, but you've seen Quap safe lane a few times. Especially it's normally run by Secret, but if they're trying to copy that. Speaking of which, Quap is not countered per se, but very easily dealt with by a Keeper of the Light and Spirit Breaker, and she can be trapped down by a Lycan. So I think the landing stage is really important here. And you see the Razor as the last pick. So
this is all mid-game.
I think DotP has drafted this really, really well. Because Razor, with his passive, will absolutely murder the Pugna, as with the Queen of Pain. Can steal damage from DK, who's very stationary, wants to get in the middle of those fights. And he can soak up a lot of the damage done as well. As can Spirit Breaker, as can Lycan. And you have 2 heals on the team as well, probably with an early mech on the Razor mid. So I really like this draft from DotP, but I still think it's going to come down to a huge amount of execution here because both teams are really well done.
Yeah. I think it all comes down to this last pick. If it's a 4 protect one or just an all-in push.
The 4 protect one can be really greedy, but if they get a good laning stage off, I think it's going to be really hard to deal with. As well, they have the Spirit Breaker and Quap can match up to the DK and the Razor can match up, but Lycan versus a super hard carry like Void or Medusa, who is banned out, is a bit of a stretch. Especially if we can the Gyrocopter still in the pool, as is the Lishrak. Which both teams left it alone. The Gyrocopter, there we are.
This guy also brings in lots of push, but also a big carry. So
you're incredibly mobile,
I guess it's
you're incredibly good.
I'm guessing this is dual lanes.
It would. I could see an aggressive tri-lane here coming out of them with a solo safe lane DK or Quap. It's a fantastic aggro tri-lane, it really is.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure versus someone like a Spirit Breaker, or if DotP recognizes it as an off lane in Razor or safe. I'm interested to see how the lanes are here. Oh, there's a smoke coming out of DotP. In the cuddle. So let's get into the game. Do you have control of the camera or do I?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna assume I do at this point since I was the furthest one on the left. So start at the introduction. So we have Roland on our Spirit Breaker offlane, the Grand Wazoo on our hard carry Lycan, DotP Joy Thief on our support Warlock, DotP Cyphus on our support Coddle, and DotP Stan and DotP Mr. Blue on our Razor. So we have on the other side for Kakkerlak Ko, we have Pugna on Freeze the Cheese, Sanic the Hedgehog, I love that name, on the Sand King, Swag Daddy on the Quap, who's already leveled her Shadow Strike, the Gyrocopter in the hands of Alex, King of the Hill, and the Roach thing on the DK. So we're looking at the builds. Both teams have a smoke right now.
Haven't popped it yet,
though. 2 wards and the courier, obviously. The Quap seems to be going mid with shared tangos and the Null Talisman. The DK looks to be more of a safe lane farming build with the Quelling Blade.
Off-lane
then you have
Gyro?
the Gyrocopter, who he seems to be going for the safe lane build. There's not really a full Wraith Band, but it seems to be pretty clear. You can't really run with support, especially when you have a Pugna and an SK. DotP has used the smoke at this point, and they have on Roland a straight belt of strength. That's interesting, actually. So he gets harassed to the lane right now. He doesn't have much regen, but he's very tanky to start with.
What is he going to?
That's interesting. Lycan with surprisingly no stout shield, but a Quelling Blade. So he could get harassed to the lane if they run aggro.
He's got
and then Cyphus.
Ring of Protection, that's
pretty
fine.
standard builds. So perhaps they'll be running through here around, but the other team has a smoke too. So I'm not really sure. We could see a level 1 jungle invasion, but they don't have any sentry wards to block up any of the camps for SK. So I'm not sure this was really well thought out.
Yeah. They don't have a lot of early game kill potential for DotP, while K&K have some really hardcore damage coming out.
I think that the laning phase is really, really important for DotP, but while it's important for Kakkerlak Ko, they have more of a comeback mechanic.
Yeah.
30 seconds to battle!
As well, both teams snowball really well. I think there's more of a safety mechanism in Kakkerlak Ko. Okay, DotP's moved in. They're going around. Razor's been revealed. Pushing the top right again behind him. This doesn't seem to be doing much.
He's stealing.
Damage still. Damage on. He's doing 28 damage at this point. He's doing a lot.
Cyphus.
But they're getting killing runs. Spike Daddy has no blink. There's 3-man stun. Okay. DotP's taking too much damage, I think.
Swag Daddy's really low though. 50.
50 HP, but I think they're gonna get blown up here. They need to back off. Everyone's gonna start losing XP at this point. There's a second one. Okay, this is gonna be
taking reduced damage. Oh, nice. Coddle Blast.
Coddle Blast hit through, maybe possibly 3. And everyone's regen is now shot to hell.
Yeah, this
gonna
Pop's
need to bring in a salve of some sort. We're gonna see this shaping up to be a defensive tri-lane. No, dual lanes. Dual lanes. On both sides, actually. No, the tri-lane for DotP in the safe lane. So Kakkerlak Ko seems to be running a dual lane here. DK and SK taking up the lanes. DK's probably be a safe lane solo most of the time once Pong gets level 2. Once the SK gets level 2, my apologies, sorry. And he goes to the jungle. Yeah. And then you'll have the Pugna down here with the Gyrocopter, which is a very aggressive lane, past level 2 or 3. And looks to be going for the spamming of the homing missile and rocket barrage, which will be fantastic with Pugna's sticker 5.
That's a lot of damage.
And there's a lot of damage being dealt with here. Not one person on either team has a salve. Oh, never mind, I lied. Sand King has one, and that is Pugna has one. and as does Gyro.
I think
Never mind.
Warlock had one.
But no one on
Gave it
DotP
to
has
Razor.
one.
I think Warlock had one. Give it to Razor.
Oh, okay. But now no one at .p has a Self, and 3 people on Kakkerlak Ko do. The region of both teams really...
Uh-oh, Joythief's gonna get cut out.
And it might be pretty disastrous.
Joythief's getting cut out.
And
Oh, he's dropping. He's dead.
And, oh, I missed the first blood. Okay, so obviously the Gyrocopter rotated around with the Pugna, or without the Pugna, sorry, and he was just blown up because he had only half health. And that's the power of the Gyrocopter right there. So now at mid, if we look towards there, we see Elastics.
Oh,
It's going to be overmatching the Quap. The Quap was sent back to the well. Because he only had a shared tangos and didn't have the bottle up because of how much damage she took. I'm actually surprised she didn't go back earlier, right after the fight at mid, but she seemed to want to try. Any rune, and runes are collected by Gyro. Double damage.
Is a great conductor.
The one's going to be pushing out at bottom. Gyro's with some free lasteds here, it's just easy sailing, DD rune. Roland seems to be matching up decently well. He's at a regen, but he has boots now. The DK doing well for himself, 8 last hits. Lycan should be the king farmer here in this laning phase, but DK and Razor should not be far behind.
Gyro is top of the net worth by 100-ish gold.
Yes, I believe that the first blood got it to him. I do believe he got the bounty rune at the top, didn't he? Yeah, he got a bounty rune as well, so that was a great start for him. He's going for the wand though. He's not really going to turn into an Aquila or anything that's going to help him get any more kills. It's going to be more about survivability, which I agree with. He's in the off lane. There is a Coddle and a Lycan here. You don't know when a rotation from the Spirit River can come in, so I really do like the defensive build.
They're getting double bold here. I think they're looking to contest this. Maybe.
Roland is TPing home. Okay, so Roland might be going for a gank here. And I believe they could do it on the Pugna or the Gyro. Quap, I'm afraid, has Blink now. Gonna have to be supremely well timed and get Razor to max plasma field, but it could happen. And he's gonna try to creep at top. Never mind. Alright. They're gonna hold out in the rotations here. I'll fix the blink, and then the regen rune for the half minute. That's gonna let Gyro be much more aggro in the rune, in the lane. He's going mid.
What is he doing? Oh, he's going
Razor already pinged out the regen runes. They have vision here. Gyro doesn't have anything. Really do. And Pugna's getting his farm here actually. No, he hasn't got a last hit yet. Never mind. So the last hit chart we see Lycan is the top, and then you have the Razor. And the carry of the offlane seems to rotated mid to help out the Quap. So I like the rotation, but on the hero that actually rotated, I'm not sure what we're having here. Pugna's now the carry on the bottom apparently. Roland is now having much more farm. He got a couple creeps, 11 last hits. It's actually really quite good for 5 minutes in the off lane. But normally at 5 minutes you want to have around 30 last hits, so everyone seems to be behind because of that first 1 minute fight.
Yeah.
0 fight.
In team net worth, .p is climbing to plus 500 over him, while XP is over to 300 towards KK.
I can see that because Spirit River left the lane for a while, and then he charged all the way back up with level 1 charge, which is not the fastest. So he lost it in a bit there, and then I'm pretty sure someone went back to base with .p as well. But also Quap went back to base, so I'm not really sure how that balances out, where the extra one's coming from. But it's not really significant. .p is steadily climbing. It seems like they're going to keep on going up. And I think that K&K will need to make... Oh, mid. No. There'll be a no-kill.
If Mr. Blue had
the build from Mr. Blue here, actually. He has a 1 unstable current, and it just makes Quap harassing him much harder. We went for Plasma Field over Static Link, but I can also agree with she has Blink away, so. Roland seems going for an Urn now after he finishes Treads. Seems like an early tower for DotP at bottom. Not early, but an early pressure. And Mr. Blue is just dominating this swap. Sorry, Daddy. It's not even contestable that he's
middle tower is under attack.
He's 10 to 24 and he has 10 to 9 start 5. Let's get her fell top, and I missed that one as well. So DK went into Dragon Form, he stunned him up. SK followed up, and there's really nothing Roland can do at that point. Just level 3 Dragon Blast, level 3 stun. It's the Sandstorm from SK. Just wasn't away.
Yeah, but mid lane Emma is understandable. She was left at like maybe less than 100 health in that mid battle.
It's understandable she's behind, but now at this point she's just so far behind.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant Forks
I can't exactly tell fully if it's player or not, but it seems to be that it's just. I think she's just too far behind to come back now unless there's a kill at mid, which they have the heroes to rotate to do it. I'm not sure if the other team's trying to elevate the Pugna to some sort of like 3 position, like having 2-3 position, have a 6 position SK. I'm not really sure that's the right call, considering he controlled the tempo of your mid game with the Blink Dagger for the most part.
Yeah, and he's already farming for the Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna say fuck it towards.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Usually he's taking some last hits on the bottom, so I'm not sure. Razor's rotated to the top. If you want to take some of the camps, I guess. SK's around halfway towards his Blink, so that's not fantastic at all, but it's certainly understandable after the first fight and a rotation by Razor. So
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Jargar Keeper the Light again, actually. I'm missing these kills, but Keeper the Light fell to the Gyrocopter for 2 kills on him now. Just shows the power of the hero that can be really shown in the early game. This is why he's such a huge choice right now. The Razor seems to be waiting here. That's what, they could probably rotate up the Spirit, rotate down the Spirit. Here we go. The Spirit Bird's gonna charge down here. And it should be a kill on the Gyrocopter, unless something insane happens. There's a DD room that's to do. This should just be a guaranteed kill. There we go. But he's rolling the fall in turn, rolling the fall in turn, and Mr. Blue's not gonna stick around. But also a problem. There's the tower. Go straight to wall dude. And that's his. He's farming really well now. He's 48 last hits, 60 is the goal normally for 10 minutes, but you know, again, it's a 1 minute fight and they get everyone behind, so we cannot really judge on that. Almost 4k net worth. And he's, yeah, DotP seems to be taking up a clear lead here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That rotation. Can he stop him?
Roach thinks he's gonna get gone on. He's getting charged as well.
He has enough mana, I think, to get away. I don't think the dive's gonna happen here. And, well,
maybe
there's rotation.
3 people coming in. There's 5 on the top lane, 4 in the line.
Yeah, there's 4 on the top lane, and then you have the Warlock on the bottom, hopefully getting some 3 levels for some fast ult. But I think they can still pressure the tower here. They should try to force a rotation. Because they've already committed this much, and it's just they need to like clear out this wave with the coddle, and there we go. I'm gonna try to put some serious pressure on this tower. Problem is now that Jar's going to come back.
Dire's fortified, I see.
Now has the ulti up.
Charge on him.
He's gonna clear up. And oh no, there's not enough mana for
all.
Mr. Blue's down and took coddle. This is a complete route for DotP. And the early rotation will pay off for them. And say thank you to the neutrals. Okay, and okay, thanks. Say thank you. Say thank you. 4 for 1 and the support
4 for 1.
He didn't have the blink dagger, but a triple kill for the Gyro. You don't want getting out of hand, and that put him from 7th to 4th on the net worth chart. And it's right behind everyone else, barely 100 gold separating them. This will be a free tower for them.
Yeah.
Only thing that really hurt was Sand King's blink timing, and that's when the Gyro gets triple kill, it's not that important. He gets the tower, and you put, from having 2 .P heroes on top, you have
all
3
three
KK heroes on top.
All 3 cores.
All the cores.
Yeah.
So while the last thing was going great, it just didn't turn out as well. I mean, what's my key on me? So you have that on top, and then you have at the very bottom. Well, it's picking up a bit, but it's not a significant enough to counteract any of this that's happened in the last fight. Also, 3 kill on Sand King. Can't really leave. He's gonna get out. No, he's done.
No.
And the free tower returns. Which should do it. Yeah, Lycan's back on half on network here after both of those. I think he needs to get a Rosh off soon. Hopefully with the DD rune. Just try to snowball this out of control before this DotP cannot out carry this. It will not happen. They're strongest around the 20-25 minute mark. Getting an Aegis would be very large for them.
Yep. Wonder what this Gyro's looking for. Early BKB.
I would say that he would go for the. I don't think the early BKB would really do much, honestly, though, because everything .B has goes through it. Charge, SB ult, Warlock stun from his ult, the damage deal from Razor. Really, it would only work versus Kakkerlak. Like, it's still a great item to have, but I don't think this is important enough to have a first item status in this one. In the Sand King.
This DK
also, leveled up
has
above the Sandstorm.
He's getting closer and closer to that blink dagger.
Yeah.
This DK looks like he's going for BKB first, unless Sanjin Yasha is on his mind.
I could see both being very good items. Again, the BKB is not huge, but on DK it's very much like a needed item at some point. Whereas Gyro can sometimes opt for the Lincolns.
Okay, Roland got cut out. Sand King ulti.
And yeah, Roland was the top. I had that kill on that one. SK ult into it, just a free kill. There's nothing that could be done here after he got stunned by the SK. And he has the blink dagger now. And there's a double again for your Gyrocopter.
Yeah, they got a Gyro ultied and then Quap ultied.
I'll just burst it down. This is a horrible how I'm developing and missing kills.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Gyro seems to be going for the Morbid Mask and Helm of Dominator first, which is a good thing for stacking Ancients and such. But the question is he going to go for a Lincoln Sphere, which would be very good to game from over Spear Breaker and Damage Steel, or is BKB still going to be a thing?
Quap's
the DD
getting closer to her,
Orchid. One Oblivion Staff acquired, and really now it's just the net worth charts are starting to take a bit of shape here. So Lycan takes the Roshan, and that puts him on top again. And I think DotP needs to heal up and take the last tier 1 at top and try to pressure somewhere else. Get a lot out of the Aegis and make the mid game lineup weaker and try to win this mid game. Because the late game, if played right, should be a free win for a Quap, DK, and a Gyro.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's a 5th position top now. He's not getting too much.
Yeah. He's still getting decent enough. He's more farmed than the enemy total. But now that the SK has the blink, but he's still farming away. So I'm not sure what he's going with. Maybe a Vila Discord, very helpful with Quap and the Gyro. Some aggression down the bottom here. 3 down here. 4 rotating, no one rotating. I'm not sure what the DotP here playing. I think the landing stage is firmly over at this point. but this doesn't need to be concentrating towards the lanes. And at this point, Lycan can take up the jungle fairly easily, and then leave the support some more farm. You have all
So
ults up. All ults are up, yes. Lycan now topping up 83 last hits. Very impressive. So I think DotP's doing the right thing here, maybe a bit too deep, but I think they're doing the right general thing. Pressure the tower out, but they might give something else up to Alex here. So I think they need to get this done fast. And Buffalo now up, and I think they need to get this done very, very fast. And
ulti goes down. Charge, blast.
Great charge,
Ulti drops.
And DotP
3 for 2 already. And SK ulti drops.
Lycan should get away. And questions can they tell? No, they will not. Nobody will, and who else will drop. But at this entire time, Gyro's been pushing bottom, and that is a problem for them because they're going to lose free tier 2 out of this, and they're going to lose the fight.
Yeah, it was a 4v5, and they still traded 3 for 2. That was not good.
I think it was more of a misplay by DotP diving it a bit. They were behind the tier 2 trying to get rid of the Pugna ward, and they were just absolutely punished for it after the Warlock ult's done. And there's Alex getting the hill right there, taking the tier 2, and it's absolutely free. That's the beauty of having 4 protect 1, even if you don't need to do that. It's just, if you actually manage to take something, or an even trade, then you're just pushing all the lanes.
Yeah.
DK taking up the 3 ancient stack here.
No, it's Gyro stack.
It was Gyro stack, but I guess he took it. Didn't really need it as much. DK now tops it over Gyro because he quick injects like over 1,000 gold almost. Here, Gyro's slowly building up his money, so I'm still not sure if he's going for the lanes of the BKB here, or if he's going to go for a Sanj and Yasha quickly. It's clear, yeah. Yes, he only had level 1 flat cannon on a Gyro 2, so he couldn't have actually taken cannon flow. He seems very fight oriented, but he didn't take farming builds.
Kimberlets.
Rolling away from top. Wants to probably make cleaned up here. He is the Aegis, so they could rotate to help him. But good.
Warlock's here. They have ulti though.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
a lot of people I think they probably could have saved him if Roland charged top, but I think Roland would have died in return, so you have to ask yourself.
Razor's pushing bottom. He's going for a mech. He already has drums of endurance. Spirit Breaker is going for an armlet. It has it now, I'm pretty sure.
He has it, and it's just, they're just running rush here to tier 3s. They're doing exactly what they meant to do. They're pushing early. They took themselves an advantage of 15 to 5. And even while the graphs don't show it hugely, it's 5k gold lead. But it's just the heroes they chose to make this happen. Certain lineups can fight from 5k behind, and I don't think DotP's one.
Oh. That would make a smackdown.
Distribution fall here, and there should be an easy cleanup. He has no mana, no getaway. Gotta stop blocking, gotta stop blocking. And okay, Lycan shows up here. SK should get a free getaway. And you will see the DK clean up eventually. Oh, maybe not. Swaps in here to help. Stun, good. Good cleanup. Can we get the return going? No.
No, Bob's dead.
Cleaned up himself.
Bash Lord.
DotP having very nice high ground defense there, even if the tier 3 is very low. And SK still on the bottom. But Gyro didn't die in that fight, I don't believe. Or did he? Was he cleaned up there?
He's going for
I
BKB,
don't believe
though.
Gyro died. But this is horrible casting. This is... He still should be... Lycan and Gyro really contending for top net worth, and you have right below them, you have the Dragon Knight, the Co-op, and then, which is worked out quite well with running the dual lanes here, because it's made all three of their cores can match up versus the Lycan for the most part.
But the Dire's top tower is under attack!
The thing repelled us, so he's not going to be alone here. There's a block. But she does not have ult up though, that's a huge piece of damage. And there's aggressive wards now actually in the Radiant's jungle. But I like that choice considering Lycan normally farms jungle incredibly quickly and can farm the lanes. I'm trying to cut off a bit of that, get some aggressive ganks in there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
Gyro, yeah, he's decided now on the BKB. He has a Mithril Hammer in the stash. He's forming a Fenn in the BKB, which I think is pretty okay. But I think a lot of things also go through it. So we'll see how it works out here. I personally think the Quap should go for Lincoln's instead. Would be my choice. And then if she wants to, she can still put it on the Gyro. But I'm not sure if she wants the Orchid, the Ags first, or the Lincoln's, or even something strange like a Scythe. I believe it's come back in DotP's favor after that high ground push. Only around 2k, 1800 ahead. Not really much XP, but a small bit bigger. It's around 4k, 3500. So it's still KNK. In my opinion, it's still KNK's game to lose there. They have the late game, and they can still fight in this mid game. So if they want to, they can play it really safe and absolutely just outfarm DotP. And DotP is just trying to do something about it and respond.
Ooh, Roshan's responding in a bit.
Roshan, 30 seconds. That's something that I think both teams should keep an eye on now, because now both teams have the equipment to take it up. They have BKB up on DK, the mech up on Razor now too. There could be a big Rosh fight happening pretty soon. Yeah, guy was checking it out. He's gonna leave the pit though is the question, because it's gonna respawn very shortly. 3 into the jungle here. And there's, yeah, he's dead. Scythe's instantly done. Taken out. Oh, is he gonna pull out something really good here? No, there's the ult. Send your backup coming in. Roland's charging in. Wazoo's too far away. He needs to take that tier 2. Wazoo's gonna go for the fight instead. They're coming in. They're very much coming to this fight.
Oh, Wazoo just cleans up Gyro. Moving on to the DK.
Auto somehow still survives this. Very well played by Cyphus, truly. Getting the return. Mr. Blue's gotta be careful here. He will be cleaned up.
Oh, and then right into the Rosh pit.
But the Sand King's still waiting here. He has a 4-staff, he's a Blink Dagger, and he still has his ult up. Mr. Blue needs to be really careful here, as does Cyphus. And in the end, by the way, DK and Flop got for that. So it was it ended up being pretty pivotal for both teams. It wasn't really a huge... Yeah, it was almost...
It was Gyro for Spear Breaker is the thing.
XP change. Pardon?
It was Gyro for Spear Breaker though. That's the problem.
It was, yeah. Looking at the overall fight chart, there was 100 gold better for KNK and then 200 XP better, I believe, for KNK.
Yeah. I think he was hoping Bob didn't have the mana for it.
I think the communication on DotP just in the fights can be a little bit chaotic. I personally know the feeling too. Who are we gonna go on? What are we gonna do? Try to focus on everyone, make sure it's a complete wipe. It can be hard, but yeah, it's they probably could lock down the Quap instead.
DK looks like he's going for AC.
DK instead of Quap. My bad. Quap's gonna commit to this Aghanim Scepter, which I don't have really strong feelings about, honestly. It's a good item. DK is the hyperstun. I'm guessing for an assault cuirass. It would be very good versus the Spear Breaker and the Lycan, and that'd be going to go on their own Razor, so repelling them up. I think Sanky might be in a bit of trouble here. And yeah, he's using the torch up here. Not stunned. Never unstunned. Very well played. And now Gyro has his BKB. So this is... Well, they're making the right move, I'm not sure it's going to be enough come 30, 40 minutes. I think they really need the tier 2s all down. They need to be trying to pressure out this next Rosh, get the Rosh, get the high ground, or they will be too far behind eventually just to make it up. I don't think they have the sheer damage output to take it. I think he's gonna cut out here. Now he's gonna get recalled from this, and he might be in trouble here. No, it's gonna wear off. Max move speed Lycan.
No teams have seriously not taken Rush yet.
They both know what's up though. They both check. Razor checked, and the Centaur's still in there. And actually, I'm really surprised because Rosh should be like a hugely contested thing for DotP at this point, because if K&K gets this next Rosh, I think DotP's chances at this game go from 50-50 to a 10-90. It's just they don't have the damage otherwise without this Aegis, I don't think.
But K&K don't really have a whole lot of physical damage. Like, there's no real DPS on the gyrocopter or DK for items.
They could attempt to take it out using popping the Lincolns and doing Decrepify and Pugna, and just popping out Rocket Flare and Stun and all that damage, and they probably get it too. It would be a long Rosh. They both teams have capabilities now. No, they're going to go for this free tier.
TV rotations, bottom.
Huge TV rotations, but at mid, got recalled, and the Lycan was TP'd down here. And that's the trade.
That's a
ult
bit
drop.
much.
Alright. They have to use this ult for something with the Warlock, and they got tried for, I'm guessing, the tier 2 mid. But they can't just let this one go to waste.
Oh, SK.
SK ult. In.
Oh, and enjoy speed really low now.
Jersey played. Az is going now. So he can go. Az is double kill for the block here. Going for the triple here. Second route for DotP.
Cypher's dropped. Wazu's picking them off at the end.
This is the important thing. He's still here. Can he make something happen here? No, his ult 4.
Ulti's dropped.
He has nothing. He doesn't know the TP yet. It's going to be a 15 point for 2. You turn around, try to make something happen. Turn around, make something happen on the co-op. Get the stun.
Oh, the bash! Oh, he is the true bash lord. Who needs Spirit Breaker?
True bash lord doesn't even need Spirit Breaker for it. 2 for 3, and it's 5 for 3, and it just. I don't think it was enough. It was the gold change. Huge gold change for K&K. Over 2k in experience. I think that while it was a great attempt to turn around from DotP, the SK ult, it was a bit too much. And it seems to be, while the gold gap isn't in favor of K&K as much, I think their heroes can utilize it better than DotP's.
Before the fight, they were getting to like the even point, and then like they were both half health when Sand King ulted them, so they were dropped to like 1/8, and then
I think they felt very pressured to use the Warlock ult after it was used there. And they needed to make something happen, which they did, but they should have just got out as fast as possible. They should have traded 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 3 for 2, and they could have been over with it. But they can't take the stack right now. They can't TK it. Can't take it. He needs his ult. He needs to do it in 10 seconds. He just be done with it.
He does look like he's going for AC though, I think.
I believe so. Yeah, there's the AC spot flat out. Huge amount of gold in DK right there. And
he's still not catching up with Lycan.
I think DotP needs to return AC on their Razors, but he only has brown boots. He's going for the BKB now. I just think that the core items on K&K, the gold's on the right heroes, and the DotP gold's more spread out.
Yeah.
There's just not anyone who can firmly clean it up, as it would be.
Yeah, the Lycan's about 2k ahead of their fastest farmer, which is the DK.
But the problem is the 2 people directly beneath it are 2 and 3k above. the next two of DotP with the Razor and the Spear Breaker. So we're actually topping out on the Razor right now from the charges and the alts on the Outflame Spear Breaker, so it's just... Oh, Joy Thief getting out.
Thief getting gone.
Can they get a
just pops ulti though.
It's called being charged. Can they actually do it? I think they're making the right thing. They're doing the right thing.
They're just fighting the Lycan though.
Large. Can they kill? They kill off the Quap. Quap's very low, and she's gonna get out again.
Lycan's ulti's dropped. They kept on hiding the Lycan in that fight.
Yeah. They have the right line to kite him too. They have Decrepify to make sure you can't focus on the one target. They have two long duration stuns. They made the really good move. I think Kang could just outplay them in that fight. And they made the really good move. DotP, I don't think they can't go for this. They've just lost two. And even if SK is down and all the ults down, I don't think they can firmly take it without the Lycan ult. Which is up in 3 or 4 seconds.
DK's ulti's going down though. That's
going down, but that's... they have the SK up in 16. I don't think DotP have the damage take it in 16 seconds when he can TP to the tier 2 mid, and they can still kite it out and try it. So I think DotP just gonna go back to the jungle here. Gonna wait a bit. Try for the rock in a sec.
Lycan's going for the counter AC.
Counter AC. It's not gonna be the Razor. He realized the Razor's not gonna get it fast enough. I like the choice personally, but I think that DotP needs to do something really drastic here and really soon.
Yeah. Lycan's single-handedly keeping them in the game right now.
I think that Roland's net worth isn't giving him enough credit here on the Spirit Breaker. I think his charges have hit 3 and 4 heroes consistently in the fights. And while Lycan's doing the damage, I really think it's been a fantastic job out from Roland, keeping them in some of the fights when they're just losing and trying to make sure they're getting some trades. And come at the ult pretty early.
I almost think...
early come at the ult. He gets hit by 2. I don't even get the skill.
Oh my god, just gets nuked the kill down.
Careful, does nothing versus the Razor.
SK ulti drops.
SK ulti drops. Doesn't do any damage though. It wasn't on 3 or 4 heroes. Here we go. Okay, this. But BKB's still in reserve. He doesn't use the BKB either. He's too low for it now. And triple clip with Quap. Can Lycan clean up here? No, he's gonna get out.
2 for 4.
2 for 4 again. These are incredibly chaotic fights, but the Gyro shouldn't have died either. Actually, he didn't use the BKB until he was absolutely blown up by some magic damage. So even when Gankare misplaying some of the fights, they're still coming out ahead, surely because they have so much DPS. The SKL wasn't great. The Quap ult was pretty good.
Yeah.
Razor almost has his BKB up. He needs 200 more gold. It's just DotP don't have the items right now to fight, and I think they're flatted out carried at this point. They need a miracle fight here. They need the Aegis and then a miracle fight, and they need to be able to take a double racks out of it. And I think they can't do it. But then again, I've countered people before and they've come back. This is a Lycan we're talking about with split potential, and this is a Spirit Breaker.
The ZK has like 30 plus armor.
Mountains, so far. Yeah, he's at 37 armor. Probably get 40 in a sec. He's another good. There's the BKB on the Razor.
What do you think he needs now? Like afterwards?
On the Razor?
Yeah, I almost think he needs an Aghanim's just to help push. But...
I think he needs an Ags. I do believe with the kind of thing they're doing, a heart could be good, but I don't think he's doing enough damage in the fights, and he's not being able to steal too much damage anyways. I think the Ags still gives him 400 plus health. I think Ags are pressures needed here, just like a straight out push. Make sure they force them into a base race somehow. And make them feel like they can win it, then you have to be able to pull out like a refresher Ags or an Ags and a Lycan ult and just be able to absolutely like out-push them and keep yourself from this game.
Yeah, Spearburger's going for BKB as well.
Yeah, it's real. I think DotP are making the right choices here, but the lineup was meant for a 10 minutes before this, and they missed the window because K&K got them at that timing window, even if they're in it now. Like this is a total side note, but Yeah, K&K taking Rosh. It's a total side note, but this is why, even if you somehow don't survive the laning phase, as having greedy lineup like K&K had, if you manage to survive out the laning phase, even or ahead, then you have positioned yourself for an incredibly easy win if you draw out the lane. Draw out but because DotP didn't really punish the lineup, and the cores they're trying to punish were also very tanky and escapable, it was just it was a really hard game for DotP to win even after the drafting phase. Unless they got a complete spiral out of control sort of game.
Yeah.
So the DK
This Queen of Pain has a Queen of Pain is an ultimate orb now. Possible sacrifice
probably a Scythe
Lincolns.
now. Scythe Lincolns are the two I would think of. There is the Manta or Scotty. Not Manta's probably not, but Scotty is possible. Just to sheer tank it up. Make sure that DotP don't even have the damage, even more so. I think that a safe option is the Scotty or the Scythe. Is I don't think she's going to focus down enough to warrant the Lincolns. And she can get Blink away from Razor too.
Oh wow, Razor just forced a bunch of TP backs
here.
That was
Giving
Razor.
nothing up to the Razor, pardon me. The question is, can Razor actually get out? Razor can get out. Pop the 10-second BKB. Anyone got it anyways, even if he didn't pop it, that must be pretty crushing. 10-second BKB, down for 70 seconds. This is a big window for K&K.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, I need a drink. Okay. So, okay, I think they need to like make something happen like right now. K&K. Well, the BKB is down on Razor. Blow him up if you can. Ace still up. It's down to 7 seconds in the Black King War. It's still significant, but if you can get Lycan to pop it one more time at 6-second BKB, it doesn't really do much in the grand scheme of a fight, unless he gets like 1,000 crits. The Coddle has an eggs now. That's significant, but it's I think almost too little, a bit too late here. He doesn't have the TP boots to actually counter split push. Roland almost has his BKB. Went for the recipe first. Didn't get that, but it won't make a huge difference. It wasn't game changing. Has the Mask of Madness too. If he gets some RNG bashes, I can see them holding this high ground. But I really think that this is K&K's high ground to take here. They need to screw up for DotP to really win a huge fight. I think DotP can trade here if they play it right, but to actually fully win the fight, I think it requires a mistake.
Sword on DK. Looking for Chrysalis, I guess. But
Chrysalis. There is a Blade Mail that goes through for really late Blade Mail. I don't think that's significant though. There's 3 BKBs almost up, but it's a possibility. And Battle Fury is really a non-factor in the DK one. So I agree. Yeah, probably crits. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Deso here with the kind of push line they have. Like, I guess you'd live in there. Slives is out of mana. He needs to go back to the well here. Lycan is still on top of the network somehow, but I don't think it's gonna be enough here. They have to go like this. Disconnected really early. 56 damage to his goal. DK's gonna get blown up. Actually,
BK just got blown up. Down.
BKB coming back up here.
2 for 2, 3 for 2.
3 down. DotP's holding the second beautifully, and that is fantastic for them. They can take this out.
That's 3 buybacks though.
You held the high ground against the Aegis. You're gonna get the 5. It's basically a 6 for 3 here. You've done the right thing here as DotP, and K&K messed up by having no BKB on the Dragon Knight when they came up, and the Gyro did nothing in that fight. The Gyro just did nothing.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough damage.
And
he has a Chrysalis,
he went for Chrysalis, but the Chrysalis only affects the main target. Doesn't actually affect anything with Flat Cannon. It only affects the main target. If he'd gone for an S and Y with the money which he has now, could have gone for S and Y. We could have gone for that MKB attack since you're going for the high ground attacking uphill. There was more choices here that you could have made. I think that maybe not made a huge difference fight, but we could have made it a more even trade.
Yep. No.
I think Chrysalis was the wrong choice.
Yeah. They're not pushing.
BOTs.
They just went to farming.
No, there's BOTs in the Razor. He's gonna TP top. That'll be a free tower there. I do like the BOT because you needed to take the tower to that, and you have no outer tower to TP to. But is he actually gonna TP up there? That's strange. Why are you gonna TP up there? It's a free tower. It's below quarter HP.
No, they just
that's a waste of 2k ground.
It's under attack.
You bought the BOTs and you didn't do anything with it. Like it's.
Yeah, I don't know why they were doing that.
The creeps got it eventually, but there was potential for a deny that was missed. So I guess it's okay for DotP. It was a bit of a loss. It's like 300 gold towards Mr. Blue that he probably missed out on. I think he needs an Ags now for a split push or a high ground, because I don't think they can actually win. I think if K&K plays it right, I still don't think that they can actually win a high ground defense fully. If K&K plays it right.
Mr. Blue pulled ahead of Gyro Top there in net worth.
Pulled ahead of the Gyro. Not by much, 200 gold. But now the firm first place, like after the very, very firm first place is now the Lycan.
Yeah, it's like 4k plus.
He's gonna have 3,500 health, has the Heart of Tarrasque almost done. Doesn't have buyback. Big thing now. He's their only source of damage. Big thing, he doesn't have buyback. Who has buyback here?
Razor
does.
Gyro.
Quad. All the important buybacks besides DK's up in 21 gold for buyback, 22. But the DotP ones are 1,000 gold and 1,500 gold respectively. Like I think if they give DK some room here, give him 100 and 200 gold, get him the buyback, and they can just play. I think they can afford to just play a 10v10 fight or an 8v5 fight.
Yep.
And just absolutely go all out for that high ground. Get that racks. I think it's almost a guarantee if you're smart about it.
Rush is getting up in like 3-ish minutes, I think.
3 minutes.
And
for the
K&K.
Roland is gonna get caught out. He's gonna cut out. Doesn't have the BKB. He has the BKB up now. He should just BKB and charge away. I think he's gonna need to. Okay.
I'm just gonna walk.
K&K away. I only have a 2,500 net worth lead, and the XP.
Oh, Lycan. He wants to go in, dude.
Lycan's here.
He just
Lycan,
ulties, BKBs, and walks.
5-second BKB now on the Lycan, and the ult's gonna be down for 40 seconds.
40.
I think this is K&K's time now, but they're gonna back off. They're gonna go push mid. Okay. I don't think either team's using these timing windows that they've been given, like on a platter. Which, in their defense, I doubt that I as a player would take them most of the time either, but it's still something that they get to recognize that could be done. I was gonna use his ult to attack creeps when they're pushing for high ground. Okay. He has almost 5,000 gold in the bank. Pardon me, it's the wrong one I wanted. GPM's here, like...
Roland's got cut out, no BKB.
Roland has no BKB this time, this is the kill. And this is the high ground, with no buyback. Current gold, look at the current gold here, there's buyback on everyone besides the puck now. Where's his buyback? Lycan has no chance he has buyback.
He had like 1,200 gold before he died.
There's a free item here waiting for Gyrocopter. He's gonna buy the Daedalus straight out, which I guess he started with Crystal to finish it, but Lycan has the BKB up, the ult's now up. I think they can do this, but can DotP defend it? I think if Cyphus hits a really big eliminate, there's a possibility to heal and harm now. Wazoo has his Heart of Tarrasque up.
I still think now. Oh, look at top, dude. Razor's being a little shit.
Bottom here with the Razor. Razor made a really good call here, going up for bottom. But he's going for another AC though. I'm not. Or maybe just shield guard. But did not go for that Ags. It's great though. It forced him to back off. He gave us team time. Roland's not gonna be back up. Wazoo went in here. Going for a double kill. Just the
double kill.
Cleans him up.
Mr. Blue got
great for DotP. Holy. Oh, one hit crit. They're done. There needs to be buybacks here. Gyro's not. Because Gyro isn't gonna get away. He got away.
Like he's gonna go right for Rosh.
Right for. Is he gonna be up though? It's still a minute.
No.
And this should be this is gonna be a free high ground maybe. Can it be? I think Mr. Blue probably could have stayed there for a sec. Still some damage. Lycan's there for backup. If this Gyro goes down, I think there's gonna be a huge amount of buybacks really required here. And he's gonna get a bash. Question. Bash. He's done. This could be GG. That's just a huge misplay by K&K. And a fantastic one from DotP for split pushing that out. And Lycan, some truly good chasing in the team fighting.
Oh,
3 buybacks.
Triple buyback.
Does not have his. He bought out some. He bought a Daedalus recipe and it doesn't have buyback now. Okay, well, DotP put themselves back in this game, sheerly through a split push and a great play. Overcoming the lineup here. I was truly impressive there. They made a misplay there, and
welcome everybody
they absolutely
to
capitalized
Amateur
on
Dota 2 League Season 8.
The rush is going to be up in less than 10 seconds now almost, and Lycan just missed the timing. Shame. Oh my. So that'd be Joy Thief. No, there's no any of the Ags. There's nothing really developing for the supports here. Mostly the Warlock.
Yeah, that's a
Octarine Core. It was not an Assault Cuirass or a Shivas. He went for the Octarine Core, which I actually really do like. If he activates that and Gyro tries to stun, or DK tries to stun, or even Pugna tries to lifesteal, it's very significant. And if he puts something Lycan, it's even more significant. Lycan, DD Rune, instant crits, dead, die back on Quap. Gotta push the high ground with this one.
Yeah, they can either take. No, he's going to farm.
Lotus Orb, my bad. Lotus Orb. I get Octarine and Lotus confused. My bad, people.
They're not taking Rosh.
They're not taking it up, but they don't know Rosh is up because Lycan just checked that less than a minute ago before I got the pick off. So I push in the high ground here with a dieback on Quap. I think it's a really good idea. I don't think DK still has his buyback actually. He doesn't. I'm 80% certain he does not have.
He needs a.
There's no buybacks at all actually. And there's buybacks abounding for DotP. There's only one. They really need the Razor. The Lycans is up in 600 gold. If he gets 2 kills, he'll get that. Move 1 he does. So.
Lycan is Abyssal Blade.
Abyssal Blade, yeah, he's had it. I believe he had it for pick off and Quap as well. He's 1 slot. I think he should get rid of the Vlads eventually. But the question is what to get rid of it for. He's level 25. I think he needs even some more damage. Like, he needs to basically put his team on his back right now. And to get this. Get the Aegis,
yeah.
I think he needs to buy something else.
Rush on.
Yeah, they spot Rush, they're in here now. They can't even contest it. I don't think. Yeah, SK can't contest this himself. There's just no way. It's falling too quickly. There's the cheese on this one too. This is the 3rd Rosh, and this is DotP's team with all buybacks down. Besides the DK, who should have his soon. It's just Lycan has a 10k net worth lead as well, and Razor is not gonna drop his drums for the cheese. Which I find interesting, and Wazoo didn't drop his Vlads for the Aegis or the cheese.
Who's got Aegis?
I'm a bit shocked. I disagree with this, but I'm gonna see how it pans out here. I've lost my faith in DotP before early in this game, and I absolutely use my words, so I'm not gonna contest that.
Roland went for Basher, or sorry,
Roland,
crit.
Sorry, he went for the crit, which I personally like here. I think he needed more damage. I could have seen an MKB being a bit more useful, but I just think any kind of damage here is the right choice for Roland. Yeah. SK is, I agree. SK is just really slowed down here. He had a really good early phase, but I think that with 3 carries or three really greedy cores plus the Pugna, I think he's had to slow himself down, which I think was the right call in the end. But
Roland, what are you doing, bro?
Roland getting caught out. That's the 9-second BKB as well. That is. He's gonna turn around and eat this. Turn around and eat it first. Or you're gonna BKB down.
No.
If he eats this stun at the wrong time, okay, he's not going to hit him now. But if he ate it as it come all the way around, he could have been in a really bad position. So he only crits the one thing. He has the full finish. He has the most items down. This is I think this is
what I'm saying though.
Roland's in a bit too deep. He doesn't have Aegis. He has no BKB, no Aegis. Roland's in a bit too deep here. But here comes Roland.
They needed something to do with the Lycan.
This is gonna be the GG right out here. Lycan with just over 450 damage. There is no.
They needed to deal with him.
And they needed to deal with the Lycan, and they could not. DotP just sheerly, I think it was a great. They played a run of them. They just absolutely ruined everything at them, and they didn't no idea who to focus. And so therefore they got no damage on the tank. So they focused the Lycan, they could have probably brought down the Lycan, maybe lost fight, so could have brought down the pushing power of DotP, but they didn't do that. And that will be full negas, that will be game. And that will be...
Dyer's top tower's just died.
Oh, that's negative.
And then you have Wazoo's Lycan, so if the other team doesn't ban the Lycan team, I think they made a mistake here. Because if DotP is smart, they will run it if they can. They should first pick it almost. They will just run over and over and try to run you. It's by far the best hero I've ever seen Wazoo. Well, that's game
20.5, like in
20
fantasy
like
points.
that's a sheerly good part. 18-3. They didn't shut him down. They didn't shut him down. They made the same mistake.
They didn't have anything to do with him.
A player's disconnected. Yeah, it's about time. Dire team ban. "10 seconds remaining." 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Guillotine man. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Guillotine pick. Oh, a player's disconnected.